believe this? It's just over 2 weeks to Christmas, and we want to help you with your holiday gift shopping and decor today. So let's begin with some ideas for alternatives to the traditional tree. We've got designer Sarah Gunn here. None of us, or some of us, don't have space for a whole traditional Christmas tree. So we like to look at alternatives, and you have come up with a bunch of easy ones. But first, I want to show them some of the ones we found just out there in the ether. So these are examples of Christmas trees you might want to think about doing. That one's just on the wall, which is cute. You're using cards and a little bit of paper garland. And then there are these. So you're either using paper, you're using books, you're using all of the things you wouldn't think of to stack up and turn into a tree. I think it's great. I think these are even easier.
Well, they are. Yeah, I think they're easy. And, you know, not everyone has the space. Not everyone has the budget for a tree. Or maybe they're a little bit like me and they like to have trees in almost every room in your house. Right. Which I admit I'm like that. But there's a ton of different alternatives you can have, and you can have some fun with it. So the first one is the greenery wall tree. So if you love the scent of a traditional tree, but you don't have the floor space for it, this is a great option. And really, you're just bunching a bunch of different greenery together on dowels or small branches, and hanging it on the wall in different heights, so you have that kind of pyramid effect as you're putting it on the wall. If you don't want to do permanent damage to your wall, which most of us do not, you can use those adhesive hooks to hang it there, and that will stay in place. Add some fun ornaments. You'll still have space to put your presents underneath it, but you'll get that scent and that feeling of a real Christmas tree. Yes. And it's really easy to put together. Like I said, you just need a dowel or even a branch, and add at least 3 or 4 different types of greenery. Put the heavier, thicker greenery on the bottom first, and just place it with this floral wire, which you can get at your craft store. I picked up this stuff at Michael's, and you can just assemble it and the different lengths and put it on the wall, and you're done. And then you can decorate it, which is cute. You put some ornaments on it, and that's easy breezy. You still get the really nice fresh scent of the greenery. If you don't have the wall space, what a great example or idea these are. I think these are so much fun because you can do so many different things with them. So these are great for, you know, a bright young space, maybe in a children's playroom or a family room. And honestly, you just go to a home store, hardware store, and test the wood first. So you're going to hold it vertically and make sure it's not too wobbly. That's my scientific test for this one. You want it to be sturdy but not too heavy weight, because otherwise it's going to tip over. Right. So in this case, I painted them. When I'm doing bigger paint projects, I like to use Benjamin Moore Advanced Paint. Less coats, really smooth finish. With bigger things, that really matters. And then I cut them to different heights just to make them interesting. So I went about 5 feet here, and then each one is 8 inches smaller. If you have them too close together, they're not going to stand out enough. So you want to make sure you have that height difference and a width difference also. And then have fun with the patterns. I love how bright and cheerful these are. You could paint them with chalkboard paint and have your kids draw ornaments on them. You could drill small holes through the back and stick your Christmas lights through the holes to make a nice colorful. You could drape some really fun, colorful garland and just put hooks on either side. You could put nails on them and hang ornaments. There's so many different options with these, and that's why they're so much fun. I want to show you how they stand. So I just got some 2x4 boards, and I attached them. I don't know if you can tell. There you go. There's a little corner bracket that I screwed in, and then I used Velcro on the back of my board and on the back of that. So that just comes off. So these store really easily and flat, and then you just store the bases nearby. If you don't want to spend a lot of your time at Christmas decorating, the easiest but a really beautiful option is to just get some boughs, some branches, and put them in a large glass jar on a table. Add some ornaments. Make sure you put it in water to keep it fresh. And then if you put it on a table large enough, you still have space to put packages underneath, so it still feels like a Christmas tree, just in a smaller space. Think about the condo dwellers. If you're in an apartment, there's not a ton of room, you don't want anything permanent, this is perfect for that. And you still get that scent again of a real Christmas tree, which is so nice. So, I don't know about you, but family means everything at Christmas. You know what I mean? So I thought it'd be really fun to incorporate photos of past Christmases and people that we love that maybe we don't see at Christmas but that we think about into a tree project. So I'm calling this the family tree. So it's a bunch of wooden blocks with photos. It's so much fun, you guys, of photos of my kids in front of the Christmas tree with their stockings when they're little babies, and you know, my mom and all different, my son picking out his Christmas tree. It's really fun, and you put the photos on every side of the block, and it's so easy to do because I use this HP Sprocket printer. It's portable. You can print remotely from your phone.
Oh,
and I know.
Right from your phone?
Right from your phone, color photos.
Wow.
And the paper is, look at your little babies. Aww. Your paper is 2 by 3 inches.
One of my favorite pictures.
Isn't that the sweetest photo?
Yeah.
And they're adhesive.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is cut them to size of your blocks, or you can even have...
You're cutting my babies.
I'm sorry.
Go for it.
They're still adorable.
So you cut them the same size of the block and just stick it on.
Right, and I left the back, of all of these blank because I want to add to it every year.
Yes.
And the cool thing about it is you could also peel ones off and replace them with new ones as the years go on. So I can already see my family. My kids have had a ton of fun looking at these, and I can see this being something that we look forward to bringing out each and every year.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, to go down memory lane. It's fun.
Kids love looking at pictures of themselves. 100%. There's nothing wrong with that. They really enjoy that, and they want to see when they were in babies. Okay, maybe I do too. I'm just saying.